How do I use the Leaky Gut Powder? This is JJ Virgin, 4-time New York Times bestselling author, celebrity nutrition expert, and fitness Hall of Famer. I've been on a lifelong quest for answers to the toughest health questions. And now I'm sharing what I found with you. Welcome to Ask the Health Expert. Christine Vaughn Robinson from Facebook asks, I bought the Leaky Gut Powder. When should I take it? How often? Do I add it to shakes or do I always keep it separate? Are there recipes for it like some of the other supplement powders are? Or is it always with water? So many questions, LOL. Also, what kind of results will let me know if it's working? Okay, great one. And whether you bought this or not, if you've got leaky gut, and I'll explain what that is and how you would know, I'll be right back to go through all of that. So stay tuned. You know you're supposed to get a good night's sleep, but it's just not happening. Maybe you struggle to fall asleep, or you just can't seem to stay asleep. I get it. I struggled too, which is why I created Sleep Candy, my delicious, chewable sleep supplement that's a powerful combination of L-theanine, melatonin, 5-HTP, inositol, and B6. And good news, because you're a listener, you get 10% off your order at jjvirgin.com/sleep candy while supplies last. Just enter the code SLEEP, all in caps, at checkout. So you bought the Leaky Gut Powder. So I'm going to make a big assumption that you bought the Leaky Gut Powder because you thought you might have leaky gut. So first thing I'm going to do is talk about what leaky gut is. Now, I literally wrote the book on this. The Virgin Diet talks about food intolerance, and the primary source of food intolerance, that's where your body is launching an immune attack to foods and creating a lot of different things: gas and bloating, joint pain, headaches, fatigue, brain fog, autoimmune. It can be a trigger for autoimmune. It can cause skin problems. And it also causes you to crave the very foods that are hurting you, which is super unfair. Can we say it? So let me just, bottom line is with that we want to make sure that we're tracking those symptoms as we're taking this powder. So leaky gut can happen due to stress. So right now I'm recording this and I haven't been out of my house much. I just started leaving the house again, but it's during the time of the pandemic. Highly stressful time for a lot of us. That makes your gut more permeable, more leaky. Food can get out into circulation before it's been properly digested, going out to where it shouldn't be, and your body launches an immune attack, and then you get all those symptoms. So stress is a key player. Gluten is another one. Triggers the release of something in your small intestine called zonulin, can make your gut more permeable. So that is another important one. Fructose can do it too, makes your gut more permeable. And then some of the different artificial sweeteners can also disrupt your gut microbiome and start to create these problems. And a lot of pain medications do this as well. So as you can see, a lot of common things can make your gut more permeable. And then some of the most common foods that can start to create these reactions are the ones I talk about in the Virgin Diet: gluten, dairy, soy, corn, peanuts, eggs, and then sugar and artificial sweeteners. So what I have you do in the Virgin Diet is pull out those 7 foods, all of them, 100%. We swap them out for things that are similar to them, but don't have the triggering proteins for at least 3 weeks. Let your body detox, reset, find that new normal. I was talking about new normals long before anybody else was. And then we go back and challenge one by one. Now, if you're someone who's got a lot of food sensitivities, what I recommend is using products that help seal and soothe the gut. First, it starts with food. That's where you, from the rainbow of veggies, so you get all those colors that help quench inflammation. Cold water fish, both the protein and the fat are good for healing the gut and soothing the gut. Apples and flaxseed, that fiber and pectins are good for healing the gut. And then leaky gut support powder was actually created to help heal and soothe the gut and really improve the gut integrity. So it's something that generally you're going to want to use for 3 months. It's kind of where I start with people. And depending on how you feel, it might be once or twice a day. I just throw it in my smoothie in the morning. So I will tell you, I started back on leaky gut support when all this hit because a lot of stress started to happen. I started to notice it in my gut. And so I started taking leaky gut support. So what should you start to notice? And again, don't think you can go use leaky gut support, eat a garbage diet, and get away with it. That is not the point. All these things are created to work together. But what you should start to notice is that your gut starts to feel better. It doesn't feel as reactive. You're not having maybe some of the symptoms that it refers to, like the joint pain, headaches, brain fog, fatigue, skin issues, etc. But that also gas and bloating, etc. And so this is one where if you find yourself highly reactive, I just use it in my shake. That's the easiest thing to do, honestly, is just throw it into your smoothie. That's like no recipe needed. We do a lot of smoothie recipes when you buy any of our shake mixes. Just use it in any one of those. Throw it in. It's got this nice little peachy taste to it. You don't notice it. So that's how I generally use it. And then use it for 2 to 3 months, do a re-challenge on those foods, see how you feel. That's the easiest way to do it. But I would really think of a 3-month regimen with it to really help heal your gut. This is JJ with Ask the Health Expert. I do this 5 times a week, so make sure you never miss a show by going to subscribetojj.com.